Today I have Lauren and John here joining me again today. So I may offer some modifications for them depending on things that are going on personally. John does have some knee tenderness and issues. So always know that there are great modifications that you can do as well. So we are going to go ahead and get started on our back. So go ahead and lay yourself down right in the center of your mat, and just make sure your knees are bent, feet are on the mat, and arms are just down here by your sides. Now I want you to take 2 deep breaths first, just settling into the mat here. So take a deep breath in into the lungs, into the ribs, and then exhale. Just let it all go. Good, let's do that again. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. All right, we're gonna move into our pelvic rocking here. So we're gonna move into just opening up that lower spine. So I want you to take a deep breath in here again. And then exhale, you're gonna flatten your low back into the mat. So you're pulling your pelvis off. And then you're gonna inhale back to neutral. And then you're gonna exhale again as you flatten that low back. Good, inhale to neutral. Good, exhale, pull belly to spine. Last 2, inhale. Good, exhale. Last one. Good, exhale. Now bring that pelvis back to that neutral position, right? So this is where we're imagining we have that cup of coffee right on the pelvis, and we don't want it to spill. And you're gonna bring one leg at a time into tabletop. So your knees are gonna be right over your hips and those legs are parallel with the floor. All right, we're gonna bring our arms up towards the ceiling, and we're gonna move right into our ab curls. So we'll take our inhale first. Exhale, we lift just the head, neck, and chest off the mat as we bring the arms down by your sides. Good, and then lower back down. And again, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good, exhale. Good, keep that moving. Remember, you're moving right from the rib cage, and your head is right in line with your spine, so there's no cranking or pain in your neck. Last 2. Good, last one. Good, lower down. All right, so now we're gonna add our toe tap with our ab curl. So we're gonna alternate legs. So we did our toe taps yesterday, so now we're gonna add it onto our ab curl here. So take your inhale here. On your exhale, you're gonna lift up into your ab curl as you tap your right toe down to the mat. Good, lower down, lift the arms. Good, other side, exhale, lift, left toe taps down. Good, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Nice. John, come up just to the tips of those shoulders. You don't need to come up quite as high. There you go. I should have known. And then bring both arms down to the mat. That's it. Good, let's do one more each side. Good, last one. Good, and lower. Now I want you to lift yourself into your ab curl, hold it. Now you're gonna do your alternating toe taps while holding that ab curl. Good. So you're feeling upper and lower abs here. Good, you have 2 more sets. 2, 2, last one, and 1. Good, lower everything all the way down. All right, taking another inhale. You're gonna exhale, come up into your ab curl as you reach your right leg long. So you're gonna reach that right leg out. Good, lower down. Switch to your other side. So these are your single leg reaches. Exhale, lift, reach. Good. And you kind of can determine here where that leg, the level of your leg, right? Having it lower is more challenging. It's also more for your core, but it could be harder on your back. So bring it up higher if you need to. Good. Let's do one more set. Last one. Good, and then bring your knees in just for a second, just for one breath. You can bring your hands onto your knees. Good. All right, now coming back into that ab curl, I want you to hold that ab curl at the top. So we're gonna exhale, lift. Now you're gonna do those single leg reaches here, right leg and left. And you can alternate. Yes, as one's coming in, the other one's going out. Good, good, reach, and reach. Good, let's do 2, 2, 1, and 1. Bring it all the way down. All right, bring your hands behind the head. So that same kind of single reach exercise, we're not gonna add our crisscross to that. So we're gonna come into an ab curl and twist as we reach a single leg long. So I want you to exhale, lift up, come to your left as you reach your right leg out. Good, lower down, switch to your other side. Good, lower, exhale, lift. Good, make sure you're rotating just in that upper torso. Keep your pelvis nice and still. One more set each side. Good, and lower it all the way down. All right, arms coming up towards the ceiling again. All right, we are going to come into our hundreds here. Actually, let's bring our feet to the floor for this one. So we're building up to our hundreds. So this is gonna be kind of one of your beginner modifications, beginner position. So I want you to keep your feet on the floor. Exhale, come up into that ab curl. Good, reach those legs, fingers long. And then you're gonna start to pump those arms as you inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, even if you feel lots of, hey, not yawning over there. Good. The 100 is supposed to get you more awake. Good. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So the 100s should kind of get that blood flowing, that circulation going. Good. 3 more sets. Go ahead and bring your head down if you need. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. Good. Hold here. And then lower it all the way back down. All right, bring your arms to your sides. Go ahead and just roll your head and your neck a little bit side to side. Good. Okay, let's do one more each side. Just taking any tension out of the neck. Okay, keeping those arms now pressing down. Walk your feet a little bit closer to your body and have those legs in parallel. We're gonna set up for bridging. So we're gonna do 3 rolling bridges to start. So take your inhale. Exhale, go ahead and start to peel your spine up. Good, lifting into that full bridge. And then we reverse that as we bring it down and release. Good, exhale, roll it up. Lift and reach. Good, and reverse and lower. Good, last one just like that. Feeling that spinal mobility. All right, now I want you to roll up into bridge and hold that position here. All right, so we're gonna do what's called marching. So you wanna keep your pelvis level. You're gonna draw your right leg to tabletop, place it down, switch to your other side, left leg comes to tabletop, yes. So this is where that pelvic stability and core stability comes in, so you're not dropping the hips and dropping your pelvis. Good. Let's do one more each side. Good, now bring your right leg to tabletop, stay on this side, single leg toe taps. You're gonna tap the toe down and lift. Good, tap and lift. Let's do 4, 3, good, last 2, and 1. Now bring the leg to tabletop and hold. Pulses with the hips here, so little pulses up and down. Should feel that glute firing. 4, 3, 2, 1, place that right foot down, switch with your left leg and tabletop. We're gonna do those toe taps first. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 4, 3. Good, press those up, the hips up a little higher, 2, and 1. Bring that leg to tabletop, little pulses. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, place that foot down, even your hips off, and roll down through the spine. Good. All right, so I want you to bring your knees into your chest and you're gonna rock up to a seated position. All right, so up and seated here, we're gonna do our seated half roll back. So this is where we find a nice C curve in our spine without coming all the way down to the mat. So We're gonna have our arms forward in front of us, nice and parallel. Good, shoulders are down, our spine is nice and tall. So this is our starting position. So we wanna take our inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna start to round your back as you come halfway back here. So deep in your core, just to here. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, come back up, pull the belly back, and then we lift tall through our spine. And then again, bring it back. Good. Exhaling down. Good, and then roll up and lift. Good, let's do 3 more just like that. Good, so you always want to make sure that low back is opening back behind you. If you feel any pain, maybe just don't come back so far. Good. Good, and last one. All right, so now I want you to come halfway back and hold it. So you're gonna come into your C curve. All right, now we're gonna do an alternating single leg lift. So right leg's gonna come up, you're gonna come up a little bit, just a little bit, and then lower down that leg, lower your upper body, switch to your left leg. Good, lower, good, exhale, and lower. Good, after this one, we have one more set. Good, both feet down, and then we roll all the way up to seated. All right, inhale here at the top. Exhale, we're gonna come back to that C curve. Good, all right, we're gonna do that rotation. So we're gonna rotate to your right first. Good, through center, over to your left. Good, and right. And left, good, keep those legs nice and steady. Good, now come here into center. Good, roll back up to seated. All right, we're gonna add our leg lift with the rotation now. So you're gonna find that C curve again. So you're gonna exhale, roll back. Good, now you're gonna rotate to your right as you lift that right leg a little bit. Yep, good. Lower down, switch to your other side. Good, lower, exhale, lift. Good, 2 more sets. 2, last one. And 1, good, bring your legs to center, roll all the way back up. All right, I want you to scoot back just enough so you can straighten your legs, but still have them on your mat. And we're just gonna get a nice easy forward fold here. So bring the arms up to the ceiling and then start to lean forward and then grab wherever you can. Maybe it's your shins or your calves. I mean, your shins, your ankles, your thighs, if you're a little less flexible, but that is okay. And then just drop your head down. Good, 1 more breath. All right, we're gonna stack the spine all the way up. Now I want you to widen your legs so they're just a little wider than mat distance apart. So we're doing our saw exercise. So for this one, I'm gonna bring the arms up to the sides. You're trying to sit up nice and tall. Now, if you have trouble doing that, feel free to bend your knees a little bit and that'll help you get that tall spine. All right, so we're gonna inhale as we twist to the left. Now hold here, you're gonna round forward, bringing that right hand to the outside of that left foot, and then we stack back up, rotate through center over to the other side. Good, exhale, round. Good, stack back up and twist. Good, so it's still that spinal articulation. So you're peeling the spine forward and then you're peeling the spine up. Good, over to your left, round, stack up. Good, last one to the right, exhale. Good, come up. Someone's messing with me over here. Good, back to center and bring your hands back down. All right, so we're gonna come right into all 4. So go ahead and swing your knees underneath you. And another thing here is if you do have sensitive knees, something you can do is roll your mat up so you can, so you have more of a double mat, so a little bit more padding. So if you need that, go ahead and do that. All right, so coming into all 4s, just roll through a few cat and cow first. So we're gonna inhale to drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round through the spine. Good, inhale. Good, exhale. So what you can't see here is that it is fall here in North Carolina. So it's a little chilly. It's beautiful here with the trees and the fall colors. That's why this fire behind us just feels so good. All right, now come into a neutral spine. We're gonna do that opposite arm leg reach. So what that is, we're gonna take our left leg first, reach it back behind you. Good. Now we're gonna reach, well, before we do that, make sure the belly's pulling in, right? So make sure you're staying nice and connected in your center. Press yourself away from the mat with your upper body, and then reach that right arm nice and long. So we're reaching opposite directions. Now, keeping the arm and the leg long, you're gonna tap the floor with the hand and leg, and then you're gonna lift back up. Good, you're gonna tap and lift. Now I really want you to use that lift to help engage through your glute and hamstring, and also the back of that arm, the back of that shoulder. Good, let's do 3, 2, last one. Good, reach here, take an inhale, exhale, round knee to elbow as you bring it under. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. 2 more. And last one. Good, reach it out. Good, lower that side down. All right, so we're gonna switch right to our other side. So reaching that right leg out. Good, make sure you're feeling connected in your core, and then reach that left arm forward. All right, arm and leg long, we tap them to the floor, and then lift. Good, tap and lift. So we're lifting enough that we can feel that engagement without dumping into our low back. It's 2 and 1. Good, inhale, reach here. Exhale, round knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Reach and under. Last one. Good, and round. Good, and then lower it all the way down. All right, we're gonna move into our mermaid side stretch. So I want you to come and face forward, and then you're gonna bring your legs to the side. So if you're mirroring us, your legs will be to your left. So we're gonna bring your right hand down to the mat. And now with this mermaid, we're gonna come up onto our knees to get a really nice side stretch. So you're gonna take this other arm, bring it out, and then you're gonna lift up, press your hips forward as you lengthen the whole side body. Good, lift your hips high, and then lower back down. And then we do that again. Good, and lower. So you're trying to open that chest, maybe even a little bit towards the ceiling. Good, let's do 3 more here. 3. Last 2. Also make sure that your shoulder is right over that wrist as you come up. Good, and lower back down. All right, we're gonna switch our legs right to the other side and do it on that side too. All right, so left hand now is on the mat. We'll go ahead and take that inhale as we sweep the arm forward and up to lift. Good, and lower. So really think of engaging the glutes as you press those hips forward. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And last one. Good, and bring it all the way down. All right, we're gonna move right into our side lying leg series. So you guys can lay on your left side. We're gonna be here on our right side. And you wanna make sure that you're from your elbow to your pelvis is along the back edge of your mat. So that way you're nice, make sure you're lined up fully at that back edge. And your legs are at a diagonal out towards that front corner. Now, if you want more stability for this, you can bend your bottom knee and place it on the mat. That'll make you more stable. If you want a little bit extra, go ahead and reach both legs long. All right, so you're gonna make sure your pelvis is stacked one on top of the other. Reach that top leg long. We're gonna start to lift and lower. So the reason why it's important to have the hips stacked is so you can really feel that work here in that outer hip and glute. If your pelvis is tilted backwards, you won't feel that quite as much. Good, let's do 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it back to hip height here and keep it lifted. I want you to flex through the ankle, and then you're gonna kick that top leg forward. You're gonna kick, pulsing it, point the toe, pull it back a little bit, engage the hamstring. Good, kick, and bring it back. Obviously the How far you can come up will depend on your hamstring flexibility. So you may not come up so far forward, and that's perfectly fine. Just want you to make sure you're staying stable in your pelvis and not rocking the body forward and back. Okay, let's do 2 more. And last one. Good. All right, we're gonna move right into our large circles. So again, these will be dependent on your range and your hips. So you're gonna start to bring the leg forward, bring it up as you circle open, and then come back down. So it's forward, open, and down. Good, so you're trying to get a little bit of rotation of the leg in the hip socket as the leg comes up and lowers. One more time, this direction. Good, hold it here, and then we lift up, bring it forward, sweep it back. Good, lift, forward and back. So I think yesterday or in that day 1, we did those small circles. So this is just continuation of those. Good, let's do 1 more. Good, lift, forward and back. All right, now I want you to bend both knees, if that bottom one isn't bent already, and you're gonna bring your knees on top of each other and your feet are together. So we're gonna do our clamming exercise where we're gonna add a little leg extension with this. So keep your feet together for this first part. You're gonna lift that top knee. Good, kind of pull it in, extend it up. Good, bend it, bring it down and back together. So it's open, extend, down and together. Good, extend, down, together. 3 more. Again, this is all individual. You might not go so high or so wide with those knees. Good. Last one, open, in, extend. Good, and bring it together. All right, so now we're gonna do that all on the other side. So go ahead and sit on up. Swing your legs over. Good, and lower back down. So we have our cameraman who's trying to do it behind us, but we're just gotta get him on camera. So that's our next goal. All right, so set yourself along that back edge. Always make sure your core is pulling in here. As you can see, right, my natural tendency is to drop that hip back. So you really wanna make sure that they're stacked back up and keep them there. All right, so reach that top leg nice and long, and you're gonna lift and lower here. And again, that bottom leg can be bent for more stability if that's best for you. Good, lift and lift. Good, so you're trying to keep the toes and the knee pointing forward for this one. Good, let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, now bring the leg to hip height. Good, and then I just realized you don't have a lot of space here, do you? All right, so let me scoot forward just a little bit. We're gonna flex that top leg. So we're gonna kick forward. So we're gonna kick forward as we kick. Good, and then we're gonna point as we pull it back. Good, kick, and bring it back. Good. So keeping that leg at hip height will work that outer glute even more. So try not to let it drop down towards that other leg. Good, last 2. And last 1. Good, and then lower that leg down. All right, so setting up for our large circles, go ahead and lift that top leg up to hip height, and then we're gonna bring it forward. Good, bring it up, and then lower down. Good, so again, we're trying to get that little bit of rotation there in the hip without shifting that pelvis, which is the hard part. Good. As horrible as this sounds, a good way to think about it is you think about like a stake going through the top of your pelvis all the way through the bottom. It should stay right there in that same spot. All right, go ahead and lower here, and then we're gonna reverse it. Good, lifting up, forward, and sweep it back. Good. 3 more. Last 2. And last one. Good, bring it back. Now go ahead and bend the knees. I'm gonna start for that clamming with extension. So keeping the feet together, we open top knee. Good, bring the leg in, extend, lower, and together. Good, lift, extend, lower, and together. Good, so even though we call this our side lying legs, there's a lot of glute work that happens here, which glute strength is so important for different activities. Walking, running, cycling, and just everyday type work. Good. And go ahead and lower it all the way down. All right, we're gonna come right onto our belly now. So I'm gonna have you just roll on over, and we're gonna move first into a swan, into a Superman exercise. So what that means first is bring your forehead to the mat and have your legs reaching nice and long. So you might kind of want to lift them up and then lower down just to make sure you're reaching them long out of the hip socket, and then pull the belly in and up. Now we're gonna lift the upper body and the lower body together. So you're gonna lift up, lift your hands off the mat as well, and then reach the arms forward to Superman. Good, bend the elbows back in and then lower back down. Good, so we lift up, extend, bend, and lower. Good, Lauren, you can lift your legs too. So if you lift up, reach, good, extend, bend, and lower. Good, 3 more. That's it, last 2. Last 1, good, reach, bring it in and lower down. All right, we're gonna set up for double leg kicks. So for this one, your hands are gonna come around your back and you're gonna grab onto your fingers with your other hand. Now, you're pulling your belly up, forehead is down, and we're gonna bring your legs close together, and we're gonna kick your heels in towards your bottom 3 times. So it's a kick, 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 and then you lift up your upper body, reach the arms long, lift your legs too. Good, lower down, bring your head to the other side. Good, we kick, kick, kick. Good, lift up, lengthen and reach. Good, lower down. Good, it's a nice, easy kick in, and then we lift up, reach, and lower. Good, kick, kick, kick. Good, lift, extend, and lower. Let's do 1 more on each side. So you have this nice opening in the chest and the shoulders. Good, kick, 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 and reach, and lower. All right, bring your hands to the mat. Press yourself back into a quick child's pose. If that's too much for your knees, you can go ahead and come into a cat stretch on all 4s. Good, 1 more breath here. Awesome. All right, go ahead and flip onto your back. Got 1 more exercise to finish up. I want you to lower yourself all the way down. All right, so this is our single leg teaser prep. So for this one, we're gonna keep our knees together, but extend that right leg straight out in front of you. Yep, still at that other leg height. All right, we're gonna bring our arms back behind us. We're gonna roll up to a seated position. So we're gonna inhale here, exhale. We're gonna roll the spine up. Good, try to lift up nice and tall, keeping that leg lifted. And then we exhale, lower down with control. Inhale, arms come back. Good, let's do that again. Exhale, lift. Good, and lower. Good, last one on this side, exhale. Good, try to open the shoulders and the collarbone, and then we lower it down. Good, release, switch legs. So bring that right leg down, left leg extends. Good, on your exhale, we roll up, lift, and bring it down. Good, and again, exhale, and lower. Nice job, guys. Last one, exhale. Good, lower it all the way back down. All right, keep your feet on the mat, bring your arms by your sides, just widen your feet so they're about mat distance apart. And I just want you to kind of windshield wiper the legs. So you're gonna bring them both to the left and then over the other side. You're just gonna keep doing that back and forth. Good, so you guys have just completed day 2. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. This has been so wonderful filming in this location. It's gorgeous here. Much different than being inside the studio like I normally am. All right, so go ahead and bring the legs back to center. Grab onto bring your knees in towards your chest, rock up to seated. Good, and then just come to a comfortable seat in the front. So hope you enjoyed this one. If you're interested in adding on a little bit more to today's workout, I've got a great lower body focused workout here, so you can add on more legs and glutes. And if you're interested in some upper body specifically, I've got a great upper body workout here as well. So thank you again for joining us here in the mountains of North Carolina.